Hey y'all, we is back, but not with another reaction.
What the hell? But with questions and answers for you, so you get to know about us.
My name is Derica.
And my name is Lena.
To all the people who support us and who like our videos and enjoy our videos, thank you so much. Since you guys don't really know too much about us, really, we're picked out questions for each of us. We are going to randomly pick these out and answer them. That too.
Alright, let's get started. What number did you get?
I picked out number 4, which...
Don't put it back!
Oh. So number 4 is, describe a decision you made that was a failure. What happened and why?
That's from me?
Yeah.
After he left Friday's show, and I saw him in the van, and I tip.
So
yeah.
she tipped it, and what happened after she tipped it?
On the window.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. You'll find out what happened after she tipped it.
The thing that stands out the most was when we were at KCON. And it was Friday night, and Rapmonster was hosting, and he was leaving. So I was going up to his van, and went to the passenger side. He was sitting there, and it was him and Dynamic Duo. They're sitting in the back of the van. I tried to talk to him on the one side, and he turned his head, and I was like, shoot. So I went around the other side and was like, toot, 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 to the passenger side door. And the gentleman that was sitting there looked, and I said, can you give this to him? And we had Cavaliers hat and Cavs gear and stuff for Rapmonster and Minyungi.
Yeah.
And he was going to. It was like slow motion. He was just like, and he stopped. And he's like, no, I can't open it. I was standing there. My sister was like, what is she doing? So she came around. She's like, let's go. And I was like, he's in there. There's a Rapmonster in there.
I was freaking out. I didn't know what she was saying. I was like, wait, he's in there? Wait, what?
And when I said, can you give this to Rapmonster, he looked, and he had these glasses. I call them the Simon Seville glasses. He had the glasses on. He was staring right at me, and he was about to open it. So we walked to the end of the street, and the car was stuck in traffic. So I'm like, we could bombard the car, but we're not going to do it.
Right. We're not like that. We're not going to be all insane all over them. Like, we know how to give somebody space. She just wanted to try the first time, and if it didn't work,
we'll go on.
Right.
But later, once they turned the corner, they put the flashers on, and they were going really slow, which was odd because there was no cars after they turned the corner. It was an empty street, and I'm like, should I run down there and see if that is, they're waiting to get my gift because they couldn't open it. They couldn't open the door before because it was a whole bunch of fans. Right. And I could understand why they would say no. But an empty street, and they had the flashers, and they're going like 10 miles an hour. Should I chance it? And I didn't. And that is my biggest regret, because now I'm stuck with the what if. What if he really wanted my gift? And what if I could really give it to him? And what if I was able to really, get a hug or a high five or anything from Rapmonster?
And tell them what the security guard said. The day after we talked, she went over there because I had to stay in line because we were at KCON. I wasn't about to lose our spot. So she went over and talked to the security guard, and what did he say?
He said that Rapmonster wanted my gift. He wanted to give my gift, but through KCON protocol, they couldn't accept any gifts from anyone. So it made me feel better that he did want my gift, and he did want to have some,
And you write a letter.
Yeah, I wrote a letter. We couldn't talk to the guys at all, to BTS, but we were able to talk to someone that was close to them. So it was a win-win. Like, it worked out, you know. And I wrote a letter and I told him I was sorry if I offended him by approaching the van, because I don't want him to have any kind of ill feelings towards international, you know, Army at all.
Right,
so
right.
I want to make sure I had that clear. But that is my biggest regret, because, you know, even though it ended up being something positive at the end and that he did want my gift, the fact that I didn't take that chance to go down there to make sure, it does kind of still bother me. But that's okay, because I have another chance in March.
Woo! Fighting!